Sorry. All right, my phone cut
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
I had to charge
It's
it.
fine. Girl, please. We've been talking for over an hour anyway. My mouth is getting dry.
Yes.
But I will answer. Hopefully that person is back. But if not, they'll see it on, like on the replay or whatever we can do with this thing.
Yes.
Branding. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I changed my branding 2 years ago because it was no longer in line with the message that I wanted to convey to my ideal client.
Right.
My ideal client changed based on what I could now do and provide, and what I wanted to do and provide, and how I wanted to be seen. And so my branding changed with that. And it has to grow. I felt like I needed to do another change. I feel like another change coming too, but I wanted it to be like, high end and fun, and and still it's got to always say kids, and it's got to be clean, and it's got to be, before I was really very transparent with the first branding change I did, or I will say the most recent change I did. I switched to like brighter colors just because number one, those are my favorite colors, but number two, it allowed me to be seen. And I felt like with my last one being so washed out or whatever, it was just me not being secure in my services and what I could provide.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Girl, you want some psychological stuff.
Yeah. Just like hiding, like we hide in different ways, as artists, because it's a vulnerable thing to put yourself out there and to put your work out there and to have it judged against other people's stuff so quickly. Like social media is so fast, so they're scrolling like this, and everybody is like, oh, that's good, but this is better, and this is great, and and that gets in, and and this whole thing about just people wanting to be seen, and I want my work to be seen just as much as everybody else's, but I just can't be bothered with it. Did you ladies trademark?
Oh,
I did.
My sister's on here, so she's gonna fight me every year. I say I'm gonna do it, and just more or less my name, because I see a whole lot of petite seats out there.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it
so
matters
important.
that much, though. I don't think it is. I disagree.
You don't think so?
No,
I
because
think it depends on where you want. What's the next step?
Yeah, exactly. So I did it, and I let my trademark go because you know what, people could do all kinds of things to negate that trademark. It does, so it may not be,
and how are you
the Party Muse.
That?
Yeah, how are you going to police it? But maybe it's, Party Muse, or maybe it's, the Party Muse such and such, or like it's so many things that they could switch it around, and I just don't really know that it's valuable, especially
no, I wasn't talking about
one for me.
Petite seating in Texas, she commenting. No, not even. I'm talking about petite seats, period. Not even anything else. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's so funny. But see,
no shade.
No shade at all, but it's not, my trademark wouldn't stop anybody from doing the Party Muse Texas. Yeah. They could do that with no problem. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Just, I'm me. It's only, it's only one here. It's only one with the pink giraffe. So don't come after the giraffe, though. I'm gonna get y'all.
Well, you know what's funny? My logo. This is how people are not so creative. Okay. Yeah. I'm not saying no names, but you guys will know who it is if you follow me. My logo was a pre-made logo from Etsy that I paid $50 for, right? The concentric circles. My first name is Oneida, so I have a thing for circles. But I thought about that, but it was already pre-made. That's what I want. I have seen people start businesses like mine and do the same circles in their logo. And I'm saying to myself, like, what? I don't like that. Yeah. And it's like, if you're going to do something, you can take inspiration from other people, but don't do the same
thing. Girl, don't do the same thing. And why would you want to, though? So I would say, too, that that's someone that's not really serious about their business, right? And they're also not really comfortable with what they can do and what they can provide. And they just like here for like, I don't really know what they're here for, but usually those businesses, I will say, either change or don't last. Because when you start a business, it's something so personal, and you want it to just be about you and what you can do, and I'm not ever going to look at what anybody else is doing and try to, you know what I'm saying? And like duplicate in any way. I don't care if the business is exactly the same. It doesn't matter. We could all make French fries. I don't care. But I'm selling my French fries with the pink giraffe on it. You know what I'm saying? So don't come for me. Yeah. So it's just, I think most of it is just about that.
Yeah. I have, before we get off, I wrote down some things about how to stay fully booked. And fully booked could mean different things. Like for me, fully booked means I have at least 3 events every weekend. So what's that? 3 times 4? That's 12 events a month. So however that works out, just being fully booked is 12 events a month. Right. And what am I doing in order to achieve that? Because you have to plan, you have to work for that. So what I wrote down is, we talked about this. If you're doing something new or doing a strategy, keep it to 1 per quarter. Don't try to do 5 things at once, because you're going to get burnt out and something is not going to get done in its entirety correctly. And for me, I know we disagree on this, but I stay true to my ideal client. Like, I know who this person is. Like, it's a walking, breathing person, all characteristics, even down to where they live. So having that,
you don't differ on that. I bet your idea.
Yes, zip codes are important. So for me, I have to I have to always reinforce who that person is, and market to that person when I'm doing Instagram, and that's just basically putting the town in the hashtag. You do that a lot, and that's why I stole that from you. I'm like, damn, she got all these towns. Let me do this.
Yeah, a marketing person told me that though.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a huge thing. Follow up. You got to follow up with people. That can make or break, how you do business. I wrote down, turn up the volume on your message. So doing these lives every week and being consistent with them every Sunday at 10. People know to look for it. So that's also building your brand and building consistency, so to speak. I put, what's the next one? Be committed to the high impact stuff first. So high impact is the what is it? Commenting on other people's stuff, writing those comments on IG. It could be doing the video, posting every day, blogging, things like that. I know we can do right now. Let's do some market analysis. So I sent Kalia an email maybe last week about doing a master's class. Yes. I love that idea, but like doing this face to face. How many people will be interested in something like that? Just give me a thumbs up, because that is something that I really, really want to do towards the spring.
And Oneida, how long did it take me to get back to your email?
Girl, it was like 2 seconds.
It was in my hand. This is what I'm saying about service. You know your phone is in your hand. Get back to those people. You get back to your clients, get back to your vendors, get back to people. Yes. Get back to them right away. Your phone is in your hand. All of these people say yes. They have the thumbs up.
Okay. New York City, so you got to come down from Boston. I'm going to try to find
I feel like I don't even live here. Oneida, I feel like I don't live here.
Right, because you're here next weekend, right?
Where are the parties in Boston? I have yet to find out, but my New York people called me, so it's all good. Yeah, I'll be there. And it's only a 3-hour drive, which is really, I feel like, I go to New York and back in a day all the time.
Oh, good. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna plan for the spring. And something that's really dynamic and interactive. I feel like there's an element of a face-to-face that you can't get digitally. So, looking in people's eyes, and people are more forthcoming with their questions when it's face-to-face.
Yeah, so true. But I want, I want like, I feel like a lot of people teach to kind of like the lowest denominator, and I don't want to.
What does that mean?
You know what I mean? Like, okay, so don't come and ask, you know, where you should get your, you know, your website platform.
Got it.
You know, I'm not gonna teach Wix and Squarespace. Like, I don't plan on doing that. Like, let's talk about, like, after you already know that this is where you want to be, now let's talk about how to really start and how to really build and how to, even if you're already established, come, you know, still, you know, come, because there's, let's say, like, you have a business or whatever, but you took a break, or you want to pivot, or, you know, like, there's still things that you have to do that will probably mirror a lot what someone that is just starting out has to do as well. Yeah.
So my last question to you is, do you consider yourself an expert in kids' parties?
Yes.
Okay.
Next question.
I mean, no. I want to know.
Yeah, I do. I never did before, and it's funny to me, like, how quickly I answered your question gives me information on myself, right? Because that's something that I probably would have stuttered at, or not, you know, said, or not wanted to claim for myself, or, oh, I don't want anybody to think that, or whatever. But I have a lot of information, like, oh my God, I have, like, exponentially, like, so much information, not only about the industry, but about, as it pertains to kids' parties specifically, like, things that I see. I look at pictures and I'm just like, you know, like I said, I don't use social media for being social half of the time. You know, I'm using it strategically. But I see stuff, I see things, and I'm just looking like, it's really nice. Not that I'm jaded, not that I'm judging or whatever. I don't want anybody to think that I'm not. But I can't help but notice stuff, and I'm just like, man, like,
girl, that's judging. Stop.
I'm sorry, that plate in the charger, that's too small for a kid's table. Like, I know these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be getting that 12 by 12, you know, piece of paper and trying to put it down as a placemat. That's too big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or, like, the size, like, those, I hate seeing those milk jars. That I'm so glad that they're, like, not around anymore. I use them a lot, but you use the bigger ones, and I'm just looking. I can see it from a mile away. Like, girl, that's too big. That's too heavy. Don't do that. You know, for kids. So I will say, I even go on Pottery Barn. Look, Natasha's laughing because she knows. I even go on Pottery Barn and stuff, and I look, and I'm like, damn, like, why didn't they make that just a little bit smaller? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need, like, my own line of glassware for kids, because I feel like everything is too big, you know, for my kids' table. And so I will say that I'm an expert. I don't mind saying that now. I don't care. Yes, I'm a kids design expert, period. I could probably design anything for kids in the way that I like to see it. So, and I'm definitely an expert on how I like to see stuff. So I like it clean. I like it modern. I like it bright. I like it cheerful. I know how I like things to look. So
exactly. Yeah. I'm all for that. So I feel like we have to do it. Point blank period.
Yeah. I think it would be so much fun, especially if it's something that'll come up soon. Like, let's just get to planning, because you can't leave people a lot of time to think about stuff.
No, you can't.
they started planning their summer vacations,
and truly, like, this is our downtime, because once the sun comes back out, it's like game over.
Yeah. So before the snow, you know, melts off the ground, you know, we'll have something together. So
exactly. I am there for that. Hold on, I'm looking. One last question. Jada asked something about branding. So Jada said, but as a brand, I struggle with my client. Is a Khloe Kardashian, a high-end mom, but then I wonder about the Walmart mom. Oh, okay. So I just feel like you have to pick something, because you can't cater everything to everyone, and sometimes you get caught into that trap of trying to service everyone, and your stuff just looks raggedy, you know. So you have to have that ideal person, and then of course you may do things that are not the high-end mom, but that's your brand. Your brand has to speak to that one thing. And of course the Walmart mom or whomever, of course they can ask for suggestions. They may not, like how you have your virtual planning, they may not be able to afford you for a full planning, but you can still interface them on another level.
Well, I have a question to that. Are you getting the Khloe Kardashian? Are you getting your ideal client? I mean, is that attainable for you right now? Is it because there's a reason why you're worried, you're thinking about the Walmart mom? If it doesn't have to do with brand visibility and growth, it's probably related to you not getting that original ideal client. And I would say to work on getting that original ideal client. Don't, don't try to, get around it. Like, get that client and do that client. And are you making enough from that, ideal client? Is there like, why? Oh, yes, I am. I design celebrity nurseries. Okay, so that sounds really good. So maybe you're thinking about the Walmart mom for brand visibility. And I think that's awesome. So develop something, that people can go to then, get a product that people can kind of pick up and, whatever. That's growth and expansion. I don't think
Listen, that's that China trip. That's
awesome.
that China trip.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Yeah, you should have something for the Walmart moms, because if they know you and love your celebrity style, then of course they're gonna love you. There's people that are gonna be like, yes, finally, Jade is in Walmart.
Know what? But
awesome.
It's not so binary. I mean,
yeah.
Listen, I love me a thrift store and a Walmart, but I can still go to like a Crew Cuts or wherever and buy whatever. But I'm gonna go to that thrift store first because kids grow fast. So you have to think about it in that way.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I say if you have the capacity to think about, everybody like that on both ends of the spectrum, do it.
Yeah.
I would love to have a product. So I say do it.
Yes. Keep you posted. So we have a lot
interested in your China trip. Can you keep us all posted, Oneida? Because I want to give $100 to bring me back some stuff, please.
Listen, so I follow this guy. I can't remember his name, but right now, it's the Chinese New Year. So basically China is on lockdown. And he went over to Vietnam. Girl, I'm looking at these markets. And my sister told me about this when she went to Thailand. I'm like, yo, I'll pay the $1,500 flight just to get there. Or I'll be stalking Groupon to see when it's $1,000.
Right.
Goodness. It's amazing.
Girl, listen, I'm going to cash app you $100. Just come back with I just want some stuff.
Right.
Give me the bomb plates or something,
Exactly. Exactly.
I want the anthro look. All right. Girl. It's been real. This has been
I'm about to get breakfast because I'm starving.
Yeah, I hope that you're able to save all 3 parts so people can go back and look.
I found the app to do it. I can't do it on the Apple, but I can do it on the Android. So yes.
Okay.
I'm going to put them on YouTube eventually.
Yay. All right. So this has been really good. And I think I gave everybody my email address and all of that. You could just go to my page and click the email button or click the, whatever, or DM and I'll get back to you.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm here.
So everyone have a wonderful week.
Yeah, I'll be talking to you soon. Oh yeah, and everybody enjoy the Super Bowl too. I forget it's Super Bowl Sunday. Go Pats. Now I'm in a state where they actually win. So go Pats. Now I can be all about it.
Right.
All right. Have a good day. Happy Sunday.
Take care.
All right. Bye.